All right, now to our weather impact alert. Lots of stuff. You've been busy today, Jess.
Yeah, it's a good evening to stay inside and watch it special and get a laugh instead of braving the weather, because it's a little brave. Not as treacherous as it could be this time of year, but definitely not something you'd want to be out in just because. Really, we're going to keep that weather impact alert in place at least through this evening. We could still see some impacts into tomorrow morning. Our temperatures have dropped below freezing and they're going to continue to drop. And that means that we're going to see things really freezing up, especially as we've now lost a lot of that daylight that was helping us a little bit during the daytime hours. As we see those temperatures continuing to drop tonight, any of those untreated surfaces have the potential to freeze, or we maybe had some rain, some slushy snow, things like that. That could cause some issues for you tonight, tomorrow morning, especially some of those driveways, parking lots, sidewalks, things like that. Especially want to watch out for those tonight and tomorrow morning. We are going to see a transition to more lake effect snow, fairly minor lake effect snow. We do still have some snow out there as we get into the evening hours, and our winds are stronger, so we have some poor visibility as that snow is falling. And we're also going to have some issues with blowing and drifting snow. Our initial shot of snow early this morning was very dense, very heavy, a lot of moisture with it. But the snow that we've seen since is kind of a little fluffier almost and a little more fine. So it gets blown around much easier with the wind. And we could still see those winds gusting as high as about 40 miles per hour as we go through the evening, first part of the overnight here. Here's a look at I-90 and East 185th. Most of those main treated highways have been okay, not stellar, but okay. As we've gone through the day, you can still see pavement there, just a little bit of that sticking to the main roads. It's some of those side streets and again, those untreated surfaces that we're really going to watch out for. We do still have winter storm warnings that are going to be in place likely through tomorrow morning for some of those typical snow belt areas. Again, we're going to see it more transition to lake effect snow as we go through tonight and into tomorrow. We do still have winter weather advisories in place elsewhere. Those do end this evening or early in the morning, depending on your location. We also still have some of those flood alerts, including that ice jam along the Chagrin River, because again, we're going to see everything continuing to freeze through the overnight, and that's after all the rain we had yesterday and into early this morning with the snow on top of it. So again, a lot of freezing going on as those temperatures drop, and we've lost our daylight. Our temperatures are now in the 20s. When you factor in the wind, it feels more like the teens, and that wind chill and the cold will be a factor for us as we go through the next few days. I mentioned that visibility. It is low where we are seeing snow, about a half a mile right now for downtown, under a mile out towards Ashtabula, Youngstown, down to a quarter of a mile for Ravenna and areas right around Portage County. So again, that visibility could be very low if you do have to be out and about driving this evening. If you encounter one of those snow showers, that visibility could drop very quickly, and it can also drop just because of the blowing and drifting potential as well. If we take a look at radar right now with that snow mode on, it kind of looks like this snow is tapering off just a little bit, but we do still have some decent snowfall out there, especially right around downtown Cleveland, out across eastern Cuyahoga County. Some good moderate times heavy snowfall there. Geauga County, we've seen a good deal of that. Portage County, especially north of the Turnpike, we've seen some decent snow. Areas of Ashtabula County, some good moderate to heavy snow falling right now, and some of that down into Trumbull County as well. That's what's causing a lot of that low visibility when combined with the wind. We've got some more light snow falling kind of west of Cleveland out towards areas of Lorain County, down through the Medina area along 71, some on and off snow showers there. Down across the south, we have had snow earlier, mainly just some light snow showers lingering along that southern I-77 corridor between Canton and New Philadelphia for the time being. Again, we're going to see it transition to more lake effect snow. They've already seen a lot of lake effect snow off to our northwest. You can see that wind moving over the Great Lakes. Lake area is still fairly frozen, but we do have some open water. Areas of Lake Huron, Lake Michigan also have some open water to contribute moisture to that lake effect. And we've got some very cold air off to the northwest, so some of that colder air is going to be heading our way. National Design hour by hour forecast. Again, we are going to see that snow really tapering off and becoming more focused on some lake effect potential as we get into tomorrow. Focus is going to be not so much the lake effect snow, we could see that on and off, but the cold that's going to be around for tomorrow. Our temperatures are going to struggle in the teens, even falling a few degrees as we go through the day. Plenty of cloud cover, and we are going to see those winds still on the breezy side at times, especially first thing in the morning. As far as the rest of that Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, we are staying cold for the next few days. We'll finally break the freezing mark into early next week.